or something like that. Tandakan really has that stuck in my head. I need to stop. So if they have a shade, I don't know how long this poll is gonna go on.
Hey now, get on the floor and do your dance now. No need to wait on good, so play now. You should know you with a leader.
Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm pretty sure there's so many other things you could be doing and so many other channels you can be watching, but you decided to stop by here and check out what we're all about. My neighbors right now are giving me high blood pressure because they just keep walking as if their leg is hishy. So if you are new to my channel, I need you to do something for me. I need you to click on that subscribe button and also click on that notification bell right over here or here to make sure that you guys get notified every time I drop new content, just like this one. I am trying to stick to a schedule whereby I drop videos on a certain day, but Mondays are my days for sure. It might just be Mondays. I'm thinking of trying to, alternate between Mondays and another day, but with a very high demand of a lot of things that I'm doing right now, it looks like I might just end up adding one video a week. I know that's sad, that's crazy, but don't worry, I have a lot of videos actually lined up. They're just waiting to upload so you guys get some new, Bavavoom content. So today, big girls, today, I decided to actually try out the new Juvia'S place. I don't know, in my head I always say, whenever I say Juvia'S, it says, my head just goes to palace, and I'm just like, what name is that? So I tried out the new Juvia'S foundation, and here it is. It's very, this thing is small but very mighty. It's tiny, but the work it does. This is actually the second foundation that I got. I had to return the first one I got because it was a total flop when it came to me trying on the shade. I literally look like an Oompa Loompa. Like, did you know how Oompa Loompas are orange? That is me. Now picture my face as an Oompa Loompa. Period. That's how I looked. I was shook. I was mad. I was very mad. I was super mad at the fact that I got the wrong shade. But thank God I went back to Ulta Beauty and they exchanged it for me without any issues or hassles, and I finally got the right shade. So for the look as well today, I also mixed it up with the Juvia'S. This is the Saharan by the Juvia'S Place. If you guys would like to know how I actually achieved this look, stay watching and I'll see you on the other slide. Okay, so I've done my brows off camera, so what I'm just going to do is just prime and base my eyes for the eyeshadow, and then for that I'm going to go in with my Sleek Life Proof Concealer, and this is in the shade Creamy Cocoa, and this is literally all I'm going to use to base up my eyes. Okay, so now to base that all out, I'll be using my Wet n Wild brush. I think this is a blending brush. I like it best for blending out my eyeshadows actually. I mean my concealer on my eyes, and I use concealer as a primer instead of a eye primer. So now to set that all out, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Medium. Wow, okay, that just sprayed all over me. And I will be using that to set my concealer. So for the eyes, I'm going in with the Juvia'S Palace. I don't know why I always say Palace. I need to get that word out of my mouth. The Juvia'S Place Saharan by Juvia'S. And we are going to go in with a very base shade. Okay, I picked the wrong brush. We're going to go in with the shade Katsina as the base. This is actually my first time using their palette, so I just hope we become very good friends. So I'm going in with the Isma Ray and BH Cosmetics collaboration, and I'll be going in with the shade Allison. I don't know why she named Allison. I'm going in with this shade. It is a bit darker. Using the same brush I used, I'll just be putting that right into like the crease. So the line I'm going in with is by NYX, and this is the matte liquid liner. And I'll literally be putting in a very thin line. So finally, it's about to go down. So let me tell you guys a story about this whole foundation. First of all, I bought the wrong shade the very first time around. Okay, I did the match finding situation on their website, and I was like, okay, my shade was telling me I was Zaria. I think that's supposed to be Zairi, but I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. And my neighbors right now are giving me high blood pressure. So I think that's what they were supposed to call it. So I tried on, I literally filmed this yesterday. Literally last night around the same time. I was like, yes, I got this. You know, I got my Juvia'S place foundation. I'm about to, come on, you know, scatter this place. Well, let's just say I was shook. My whole shade was wrong. I was literally this color. Orange is literally how my face was looking. Like, even when I took the whole like makeup off, it looked like I was just a brand new person. I was so upset. First of all, I was just like, I want my money back. I don't know if they're gonna exchange it. Thank God they did exchange it. And this time I tested in store. And I found my perfect shade. So I am the shade Angola, which is 140. The initial shade that I tried was Zaria, and it was a total epic fail. So I tried a little bit, I don't know what side was it. I tried a little bit on this side, and it kind of did give me like a proper match. So now I want to we're going to do it together. So if we flop now this time around, I'm tired. Like, I can't do it again. Like, it's gonna be too much work because wow, Ulta Beauty is very far from where I live. So on the videos I watched with the reviews, a lot of people said a little does go a long way. I don't know how little, but yeah, we're not gonna go too okay. I think I went ham, but we'll, you know, smoothen the situation down a little bit as time goes. So I'm just gonna wet my brush with my Mario Badescu. Oh, I just love this product. So as I was watching the entire video of the whole Central Park vibe, I noticed that one of the guys that I forgot his name, but he went to prison because he was 16. First of all, he just escorted his friend. He just took his friend to the police station, ended up getting arrested himself, which is quite sad, to be honest. I was really like mad at the whole situation. So he ends up getting arrested, and he wasn't even there. Gets arrested, and because he's 16, his case was dealt with as a normal adult because the others were 14, so they went to juvie. He went to like straight to adult jail, and I think he kind of had a bit of some learning disabilities. He couldn't read properly or something like that. And wow, the guys that were just handling his situation. So the first prison he went to, he had a black cop, and the black cop actually was very treated him badly. Like, I'd expect a fellow black man to kind of understand the situation that these black kids were going through. You know, I wouldn't expect a white person to like understand, but like, you know, kind of like let's kind of understand each other, you know. It's kind of like for the culture type of thing. The police officer really treated him badly, and where he went, he found a white police officer that treated him super, super well. And I felt like that police officer, I was telling this to someone today, I was like, that police officer was definitely a guardian angel, because he came and really, you know, showed this boy that there's probably light out there, you know, like, don't just give up, you know. And he transferred to a different prison, and he wanted to transfer back to the same prison where the white guy was, but then he found out that the guy who was actually treating him so well moved to the prison that he was. And I was just like, this is God giving you signs. Like, you know, that was God giving him signs right there, you know. And yeah, like, the whole situation. Anyways, Belinda, or whatever her name is, honestly at this point I really don't care. The books just need to be taken off the shelves. Okay, this does give me a very more of a red undertone. Very, like, the shades are very, like, the undertones are very, the undertone I had the first time was super orange. This one is red, more red, and I do have red undertones naturally. Like, red, I'm more on the red and neutral side, but I feel like this is a bit too red. But you know what? We're going to try and fix it up and make this thing magic. Okay, so I've blended all of that out. By the way, these foundations actually retail for $20. $20. Yes, they retail for $20, baby. So I'm going in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. No filter. And I'm in the shade Dark 42. I don't know why they say Dark 42. This looks too damn light for my skin tone. Like, can you see it's even making my whole thing like very dark? Wow. When God was just making me say, add chocolate, baby, add chocolate, more chocolate. This is Nana. Add chocolate. And they're like, oh God, are you showing us that? He said, add more chocolate. This is my baby girl. So I'm going to mix that with my Makeup Revolution London Concealer and Define Concealer in the shade C13. Because I just feel like this was too light. Don't end up looking like Michael Jackson. Not that there's anything wrong with Michael Jackson, but so I'm going in with my mini blender. It is actually quite dry. Let me just wet it a little bit. I like it when my beauty blenders are kind of like damp. So like when you know, you're working everything, it just like works so well together. Wow, this is very like, can you see the foundation literally just like fell onto this? Like, people need to stop like saying foundations are transfer resistant. It's 2019, really, stop lying to us now. It's transfer resistant. Like, yeah, you have to say it's transfer resistant depending on how much pressure you're putting to transfer, because really nothing is transfer resistant.
They call me MC, yeah, oh na na, oh na na, oh na.
Atere on mix.
You're the one I want to. Before my teeth start to fall off, you're the one I need to. Before my brain start to malfunction, even though I see you with Johnny, so shala yeah, shala yeah. I am looking for a sister. Yetunde my lover, she gets in naira, she dey pay in dollar. I am looking for a sister. Monica my lover, she gets in dollar, she dey pay in naira. Say give me assurance, assurance.
So just to make it look like I have a bit of a contour kind of thing going on, but meantime, you know, there's no contour. You know? There's no contour, baby. He's just hollowed out. Like, I literally have no story times. Like, my life is so basic. So for the medium contour, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Face setting press powder. It's not setting, it's press powder now. Press powder. And I'll be going with my Real Technique brush, and this is the blush brush. Literally just dabbing on a little bit and just adding that on as a light contour, baby. Misbehave. So then with that same Juvia'S Place, yeah, I got it right this time, the Juvia'S Place set, I'll then just be going in with a bit of the golden shade, because I'm the golden child, baby. And I'll be going with the shade Senegal. Like, funny enough, like, the shades are all like country names, and this shade is Angola. My mother is half Angolan, so it's like, you know, the universe is trying to give me a signal, trying to tell me a sign, you know. And the shade I'm trying to go for is Senegal, and my stepdad is Senegalese, so it's like, hey, I see you, Juvia'S, I see you. Speaking into my life. Oh my god, I'm so in love with this. What? So I'm just placing this in like my inner water tear duct. I was gonna say water duct. What's that? What's water duct, baby? Okay, so now for my lip, I am going to go in with my Fenty Beauty lip stain. I haven't used this in a while, actually. One thing I really love about this shade is I don't even need a liner. It literally just like sits on my tone, on my skin tone, and pull it. I feel like this is like my everyday, like maybe nice glance up, you know, lip, but yeah, not always, not always. So I'll be going in with my NYX. This is the liquid suede lipstick, and this is in the shade 04, which is what, soft spoken. And I'll be adding it in the middle, just to give it a bit of an ombre effect. I'm going to go in with a highlighter I haven't used in a very, very long time, and that is the MAC Gold Deposit highlighter. This is like the real OG of highlighters. Real OG. It's like, it's very golden in a way. With highlighter, I just kind of like swerve it. I've got like some kind of confetti on my face. I just like swerve it over, just, you know, like that. So now to officially set the entire face, I'm going in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to, like, it smells so good as well, I just cannot. So there we have it, guys. This is the final and finished look that I came up with for the Juvia'S Place foundation. I'm super impressed, I won't lie. But the first try, I had like, this is literally my second try, you know, like you need to always give things a second chance. So I decided to give it a second chance, and this is what we came up with. I finally got the right shade, thank God. So yeah, that is it. What I would definitely rate this about, I'd give it an 8, because of how difficult it is for you to like find that perfect shade, because online with the shade finder it doesn't really necessarily give you the exact shade unless you're like an expert and you know everything. Girl, kudos to you. But for those who are like wanting to like search for a shade online, maybe you don't have an Ulta Beauty store either in your area or in your country, for example, and you want to order it online, it is going to be difficult for you, because you'll either have to order maybe 2 or 3 or maybe between 2 to 4 alternative shades around your skin tone, because you're not really sure. Because I noticed in their PR boxes they sent people like a whole bunch of like different foundations, like all the influencers and the content creators, they send them like maybe about 5 or 6 shades around their shade range, just to make sure that they're able to pick out the right shade. So I definitely advise you to get about 2 to 3 shades before you end up looking like a Oompa Loompa, or you end up looking like, you know, a ghost. That's like literally it. So the deepest shades are very, very dark, and then get orange, and then you get the medium, and then you get the warm tone, then you get the olive undertones. So make sure you know your undertones. Alright, so guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to click on that bell so you guys get notified every time I drop new videos like this one, like I did just today. You know the drill. What? Yeah. Anyways, so click on that notification bell as well. Don't forget to like, share, and comment as well. Let me know what videos you guys would like for me to put out next. Just put on sunscreen. Don't forget to spread the love. Stay safe. Until next time, guys. Bye. You. That was very dramatic. Hit the subscribe button. Click on the bell so you guys get notified every time I drop a new video. Notification bell so you guys get notified every time I drop a new video. I'm going to kiss someone.
Agree that all I ever need lives right inside of me, 'cause I'm on the best team, yeah. I don't worry about my role. He gon' lead, yeah, I follow. Can you see my hello?